A surprising report in the New York Sun newspaper that jumped out at us this morning about some stores in the United States that are reportedly limiting the amount of certain foods that customers can buy. Not talking hard-to-get gourmet stuff here, but staples like rice and wheat and cooking oil. We're told some, either people or businesses, are hoarding this stuff and stores can't keep them in stock on the shelves. It's the kind of thing that we hear about third world countries, but it's reportedly happening in New York, California, and parts of New England. With us now is the author of that article in the New York Sun this morning. Josh Gerstein is live with us. Josh, good to see you.
Great to be here.
Who's hoarding food, and what stores aren't letting us buy all we want?
Well, mostly the stores that I've heard about are warehouse-type stores that sell the very large quantities, such as Costco's. There's some reports that Sam's Clubs are having the same problems.
So that's about businesses buying up a bunch of stuff.
Right, but it's also the places that many people go to buy their own stocks. You know, if people use a lot of rice every day, for example, they might buy a 25 or a 50-pound bag, and that's also what some businesses are looking for. And those people are finding when they go to these stores that oftentimes there isn't any rice at all on the shelf, or there may not be any flour, and if there is, they might be limited to just one of those large packages, depending on how much they bought in the past.
What began your research for this article? What made you think of reporting on such a thing?
Well, I was actually shopping for my daughter's birthday party, believe it or not, Shep, and I was checking out of the Costco, and I saw a sign over the manager's desk saying, due to shortages of rice, we're going to limit purchases based on your past purchasing history. Please contact a manager for your personal limit. And, you know, I've been in this country for many decades now, and I have never seen anything like that in any store when it comes to people buying basic things like flour, rice, or oil.
I wonder if we ought to be concerned about that going forward. Is this a sign of things to come, you know?
Well, you know, there's been a lot of talk about what the practical impact's going to be, for example, of the U.S. currency really taking a dive in the last few months. And one is that foreigners are coming into this country to buy supplies of wheat, supplies of flour, supplies of rice, and take it back overseas. And, you know, there's even been proposals, I don't think people know this, that the bakers were in Washington last month demanding that the U.S. government ban the export of wheat from this country because they say the prices have gone through the roof and they're going to go out of business. So I think this is going to get worse in the short term before it gets better.
Josh Gerstein from the New York Sun newspaper, NewYorkSun.com. Josh, good of you. Thank you.
I'll just keep on rolling as the people lead their way to say hello. I've heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better.